makes $1 million a year. He's perfect. He's exactly everything you want.
Yes.
He likes to go to the gym. He likes to do everything you like to do. There's also in Thailand probably another 1 million beautiful women just like you,
Yeah,
attractive women like you, right? And
yes.
those women see him and those women want him. Why should he pick you over those women? Let's take a journey together. Let's go on a trip together, right? Follow me here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just met this guy. He's handsome. He's black. He's 6 feet tall. He makes $1 million a year. He's perfect. He's exactly everything you want.
Yes.
He likes to go to the gym. He likes to do everything you like to do. There's also in Thailand probably another 1 million beautiful women just like you, attractive
Yeah.
women like you, right? And
Yes.
those women see him and those women want him. Why should he pick you over those women?
For me,
Yeah.
sir.
Why should he go with you? Why should he say, you know what, I want 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 because 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, I've looked at all these beautiful women. Half of them
I
might not have children, right? Half of them might be
yes.
single, might not have children. Half of them might be young. They might be 20, 24, 25. Why should he makes $1 million. Why should he go with you? Why should you be the one?
Because I'm nice person. I don't like to fighting.
Mhm.
When we have a relationship, it's like 10% we will fighting. I never fighting with my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, so you don't fight, so you're not aggressive, right?
No, not. We will try to how we go to the way is the right way. No need to fighting. Just if you don't like something with me, you can talk. Okay, I can change. If I cannot share with her, or I cannot change, but you understand of me. If they anything they understand, we no need to fighting. And I not just people. I'm not. He can go to hang out with like a girl or party with girl, whatever they want. I'm not because I
Okay.
have a lot of friends to be guy also.
Okay. So you have a lot of guy friends and you're okay
Yes,
with him having a lot of girlfriends, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So now let me ask this question and don't jump out of your chair first when I ask this question, but let me ask you
Okay.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with him having sex with any of those girls? Because they're his friends.
Actually, I okay, but
Okay.
no need to tell me today. I go with the girl for do something like that. I don't want to listen. I don't want to see. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
if him work or travel trip on the business, maybe he feel lonely. It's up to you. Him can do, but just respect of me. Don't let me know about that. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very glad you said this because this is the message I'm trying to teach a lot of the women in the United States. When you date a man that makes $1 million or that is rich, he's going to cheat. He's going to mess around with other girls. He's going to find himself in situations where other women would throw themselves at him, and it will be very hard for him to say no. Let me explain why, okay? When a man is young, we grow up and we do everything we can to be able to get a woman's attention. We
Yeah.
try to work out, we play sports, we get money, we do everything we can so we can have enough for a woman to say, I like that guy. He's tall, he has muscles, he has money, he has something that makes me like him, right? And for you as a woman, right? You at a young age, you are already being asked about be my girlfriend. You have a guy who is in your class at 12 years old who's saying, I like you, be my girlfriend. At 15, you have a guy say, I like you, be my girlfriend. At 20, you have a guy say, I like you, be my girlfriend. And the guys never really get women to tell them that until they become important, until they have money or they have something that makes the women like them. So a man gets a lot of attention. And because when he gets all that attention, the first thing he does is he's like, oh, I can't believe all these women want me. I'm going to take advantage of it. But a woman is used to having all the attention. So now she says, I don't want all this attention. I just want this guy. So because of having that kind of a situation and because of being in that kind of a place, it's very hard for a man and a woman to understand why relationships are different. And that's why it's good that you answered the question by saying you're okay with him having sex with other women when he goes on a trip if he's lonely. So what about you? If you were lonely and he was not around and you have a lot of guy friends, are you okay with having sex with those guy friends?
For me, I'm not. For me, I can open for him to like that. But for when I single, okay, I can do. But when I have relationship, I will not do like that. Just I will have make love with them, not for another guy. I will
Just
done.
only with the boyfriend,
Yeah,
right? So
yes.
what
But
happens to all your
I
friends?
don't care about what he want to go to praying with another girl.
Yeah, I
I
know. You
don't want.
mentioned that. I heard
Yes.
you. So I guess my question now is what about you, right? So what if you had a friend that was a very good friend of yours before you met your boyfriend, and you and
Yeah.
your friend had sex and you guys were intimate, right? Are you willing to stop having relations or messing with this your old friend because of your new boyfriend? Are you willing to cut out that friend completely from your life and never talk to that friend again? Or are you going to have that person as your friend and just not have sex with them?
Not for me. My friend is big guy. We don't. I don't. I will have when I go to date when and have something for fun, but not about my friends, like a boyfriend like that. I'm not. I'm not because if one day I have boyfriend, they will become to have a big problem with me. I cannot have sex with a good friend.
That's good. That's good. I've
Yeah.
noticed a lot of women don't do that. They try to keep the line, but again, I still find that in some cases there are situations where a man and a woman could have attraction and it's just not the right time. And then opportunity presents itself where you're single, he's single, you guys are having a good time, you're drunk, and then you do something. And now you don't want to end the friendship, but you keep this fake, we're just friends, he's like my brother, like kind of
Yes,
relationship.
yes,
And your
yes.
new
Like
boyfriend
brother.
doesn't know about this. Have you ever had something like that before? Have you ever had a friend that was like a brother that you maybe slept with, you did something like that with, and you still kept that person as a friend even after you got in a relationship?
Yeah, I have. I have. I have
You know that
before.
you do realize that causes problems in the relationship too, right?
Yes.
So are you willing to not have that on the next relationship? Because that's going to be very important. I mean, these are questions that people ask, right? Because a guy see, I don't have any interest, right? I don't have any skin in the game, so I can ask this question. If but a guy who is interested, who's going to watch this video, who's going to reach out to you, who knows he makes $1 million, he's attractive, he sees you, you're a beautiful woman, right? So being a beautiful woman, what that means is attractive guys who have money are will be willing to reach out to you. So when that guy reaches out to you, he's going to ask, he might not ask this question, but it's going to be at the back of his mind. And now he might not be willing to commit to you 100% because he's worried that you might decide one day to go be with your guy friends. So I'm not saying cut out your guy friends. I'm not saying don't have guy friends. But what I'm saying is if you want a
Um.
long relationship, it might help to give the guy that. Go ahead. Sorry. What were you going to say?
Yes. That's why I think if my friend to be guy, that's why I cannot have sex with them anymore or have sex when we start to be friends. So cannot. I don't want to have a problem with my future boyfriend. You know, I do like that before, but my ex they have sent with that guy. It's not normal. It's not
Mhm.
normal. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
And
exactly. It's not normal to have that kind of friends. Exactly. I know. I've never been in that position, but I hate to say I've been the other guy, right? I've been the guy that I've gotten introduced to a guy and by a mutual friend, and the girl was a friend that I used to, communicate with. So
yeah, and my friend he didn't like my boyfriend also, so they're fighting. What can I do? That's why I
well,
don't
you
want to
could
be
you
like
can you can try not to have those two people. How about that, right? That's the
that.
best way to do it. If you ask
Cannot
me, what
do
can you
that
do?
anymore. I headache. They're fighting already, and they send message to me a lot.
Well, yeah, it's a hard position for you to be in.
Yeah,
So with
like
that said,
if that day we have party or group party, that's my friends cannot come to join with VR. He tells don't let he come to join with VR. He tell like that.
yeah, he's not going to. I mean, think about it. So what you're saying is you want two guys who have had an experience with you to be in the
Yes.
same place and be okay with that. That's like me saying I want to have a girlfriend. Okay, it's the same with what you just said. You just said as long as if he has sex with other women, you don't care as long as you don't know. What if now that boyfriend you have now has two girls, you and another girl that he was with in the same room, and now you know about this girl that is his friend that he might have slept with, and you know about it. How are you going to feel if that was you?
For me,
Yeah,
maybe I feel you, but I don't care about that. I don't think about that too much.
that's
You
good.
know.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't think about that too much. I talk to you. I'm not judge person. I'm not.
Okay.
Do whatever he wants, but he have to take care of himself also.
That's fair. That's good. Well, I want to say thank you, right? Because these questions are hard. So thanks for answering the questions. The last question I have for you is I want guys who are attracted to you to be able to reach out to you. What would you say is a good thing about you or something negative about yourself as a girlfriend or as a wife?
For me, good thing
Yeah,
about
what's
me,
one good thing and one bad thing about you?
um, actually, if I have boyfriend, I be very good girlfriend. I will take care of him anything from me like where you want to travel, where you want to go. I will make plan for him anything or something he didn't don't know. I ready for help him. So just ask me. I can be anything whatever he wants.
Wow. So you're willing to help even pay for his travel too? Are you going to
You
pay
mean
for his travel? Yeah.
I'm not? We
You
make a
said
team.
anything he wants to
Come
do,
on.
so
I
include paying for
mean
his travel? I'm just joking. I was kidding. I was joking.
maybe
But yes,
for the him birthday yes for the special trip of me like on the him birthday or New Year maybe I surprise him for make tip for him just that.
I understand. No, I don't
Yeah,
think any of the guys that
that's
I
just that
know
I can pay, but every time I'm not. I
I
have to
I
pay.
I know. I know. I was
Yes,
giving you a hard
yes.
time because like I said, most of the guys I know, they're traditional men. They would not expect you to pay anyway. They would want to be the
Mhm.
ones to pay. So usually it's, the guy that would take care of it. But I appreciate you mentioning that. What would you say is one bad thing about you? What's one bad thing that people should know about you?
Bad thing.
Yeah,
I never
something bad.
I never forgive anyone like one time if they do something for me long I don't. Is one thing.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
because
So
because it's the people also don't do like that with anyone or don't do like that with me. If I tell them already, is that one is not good. but they still try to do that, I will not forgive them, because after that 100% is wrong.
Okay.
It's not good, but they still try to do, and they like thinking anyone for forgive of them, but I'm not. I want to teach them, don't do that. I'm
So
not
you make
forgiving.
it your job to make sure that person gets punished, and you never forgive.
Yes, never forgive.
Okay.
Never.
That's fair. That's who you are. So, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If anybody is interested in getting to know you, getting to meet you, what's your IG? I want to share that with the audience. I want people to reach out to you, say hello, especially the right guys, right? Not just random guys. So we want the right guy, the
Yeah.
millionaire. We're going to go ahead and put your IG on the screen. We'll share it and let people who want to reach out to you
Yeah,
again.
and they
So
can follow me. Is that Instagram is not my job for project manager, just that job for shooting model.
sure, exactly. So yeah,
Yeah,
Choti at Sexy Cho. That's
yeah, yeah.
that's your
The
IG
shooting
handle.
model.
So we'll have people reach out to you. They get to see
Yeah,
you,
they
get to see
and
your
go
modeling.
look at my
What do you say?
Instagram for sexy picture. Is have a lot.
Okay, so I'm sure it has a lot of sexy pictures. So guys, check
No,
out
but
her IG. She has some
have
really
very good
sexy pictures.
professional photography from England and Dubai. Also, the shooting picture for me.
Okay.
So
So
a lot of good.
you did some modeling in Dubai and in England as well?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. So now people can get to see you, see the whole you, and then they can also get to, know you by reaching out to you and contacting you. And I appreciate you. I want to say thank you for doing this. More than anything, I'm hoping that the right guy reaches out to you. And I would like to have you come back on the show at some point and tell us what happened,
Yeah.
right? I want to hear your story. I want to know if you met any nice, tall, black, rich man. And, let's
My dream. Actually, my dream. I want to have that guy be my boyfriend. It's dream, but never get
You've always
that.
had a dream of having a black guy as a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Well, I'll tell you this. This is the belief is a lot of Asian women don't like black men. So it's good when my brothers and black men hear about this because I want them to feel confident to know that
No,
there are
it's
beautiful
not.
Asian women that like them.
Maybe about I listened to music them too much. Hip hop, R&B. That's why I look. Or
Oh, wow. Okay.
very, very, very handsome.
Well,
It's
there's gonna be a lot of interested black men. There's a lot of them that see what I've noticed is a lot of us are now traveling outside of just the South America markets. We're now traveling to Asia, especially Thailand. There's a new movement called the Passport Bros. So there's a lot of these guys that are willing to travel. So I would love for them to check out the show. They can follow you on IG. They can reach out to you and hopefully you find love, you guys fall in love, and you tell me more about what happened. Deal?
yes. I
Okay.
hope I hope I can find full of this one.
Well,
One day, one day.
I hope so too for you. I hope you find Superman because your
Thank you. Thank
explanation
you.
of the guy you want is a little
That's
far-fetched, but that's
okay.
well, thank you, thanks a lot again, I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Thanks for being on the
Very
show.
happy.
I'm sure we'll have a chance to connect again. All right.
Yes, that's cool.
Thank you,
I
Chotika.
like, I like I like to talk with you also. You have more different thing for have to think for how is type the guy what I like.
That's
But
correct, exactly.
yeah.
Well, it's true because when you think about what I said, is men have a way of thinking, right? And the problem
Yes.
most women have is most women have a mental thought process of what you see on the movies. A lot of
Mhm.
women watch cartoons when you're kids. When you're a child, you watch Disney. You watch Aladdin, where the guy flies on the carpet to come find the princess. You watch Beauty and the Beast, where the princess shows up and the guy turns into this handsome prince. You watch all these stupid, crazy shows that makes it look like this man has to be this perfect guy to chase you. And that man doesn't exist because the rich guy, there's a lot of women that want him and he knows that. So he's going to play the field. And the
Yeah,
poor guy doesn't have a lot of women that want him and he's not going to have a chance with you because you're not going to even talk to him. Right? So that's where the problem is and that's why a lot of women are finding themselves at 38, 40 years old, 50 years old and they're single because they all want the same man.
You know, a lot of tiger in here, like a 34, like a 50 years old, 60 years old. From she's so young, like a 20 or 21, 23. They vote a lot of old man. It's not my
Exactly.
type. I don't like old man.
Yeah, but if you want the young man doesn't have money. So are you okay paying for the young man?
It's because that's why I try to find them. But actually here I have a lot of old man. They contact me every day and rich person old man. But I say no, excuse me, I cannot go to that and meet you because you're 30 years old.
I know, and I'm sorry. I agree. I think it's weird, right? Because we're around the same age. So when you have a guy who is in his 50s or 60s that wants to talk to you and you don't want him, the problem is the guy who is 35 and 40 years old does not make $1 million. So when you start dating the guy who's 35 and 40 years old and he doesn't have enough money, now you can't be in a relationship with him because he doesn't have enough money to take care of you. And do you see what I'm saying? You see how it's like you have to pick one. You either have to pick the old man that can take care of you that has the money, or you have to pick the young man that is attractive that you like being around, but he doesn't have the money to take care of you. There has to be one or the other.
That feels difficult, and I think by myself I can take care of myself also. That's why it's like they're fighting together. You know, I want young man, but they did not reach like a older 50 years old or 60 years old of. So that's why I did a lie today.
I'll tell you this, but I'll tell you this, and this will be the end of our conversation. That is this, right? Look at all the women that are in their 50s and 60s now. There's a lot of very beautiful women in the 50s and 60s, and they're single. And the reason why they're single is not because they're not beautiful. It's not because men didn't want them. It's because they wanted this guy that does not exist. And as long as you chase something that doesn't exist, you will never get it. Right? It's like if I say I want a woman who has 5 legs. There are no women that have 5 legs unless it's someone that's created with 5 legs. I'm never going to get a woman that has 5 legs. So it's the same way where you want a rich man who makes $1 million, but he's 25 years old or 28 years old, and he should only be with you. And if he cheats on you, you don't want him to know. Other girls, he should look at other girls, but he can't sleep with them in front of you. I mean, there's so many parameters or rules that you create for this man, but you can't control him. So you're going to date him, have sex with him, make him your friend, and then you meet another guy, and then you keep going through that same process. And at some point, you would have noticed you've had 50 men come into your life, and not one of them stayed. So that's why we have this conversation. That's why I'm hoping after this conversation, when you meet the next guy or when somebody reaches out to you, take away the $1 million. Maybe don't be too concerned about the 1 million and be more concerned about the man himself and what the man can do for you outside of just the money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true.
Thank you, 𝐤𝐤𝐬, again. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. And again, folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel. We had a great show today. 𝐤𝐤𝐬 was a wonderful guest. Folks, she's single. Like I mentioned, she's someone that wants to meet guys. I know her number is a little crazy with the $1 million, but I think we were able to get somewhere today where she now sees that it's outside of just that money or just that dollar figure, right? She's starting to see the light, I hope. And if she's not, if you make $1 million and you're black, you're tall, you're attractive, and you love a woman from Thailand, 𝐥𝐤𝐬 would love to get to meet you. Again, folks, this was a great show. This was a wonderful show. I'm very glad that we had the chance to connect. I hope some of you guys heard some of the things I said. And it's also you women, right? Because I know it's not just men that watch my show. I know some of you women watch my show, and I want you guys to think about what I just said. I'm going to leave you guys with this. 99% of our dating pool today is experiencing a pandemic, right? And that pandemic is the fact that everybody wants what they can have. Very few men are able to learn to be with the woman that loves them, and they go after what they can have. I didn't say settle, because a lot of you are going to, when you hear that, you say, well, why do I have to settle? I'm not saying settle, but what's ironic is a lot of you settle, and I'm going to use that word very lightly, a lot of you settle for everything else in life. You settle for your job. So most of you go to school to be whatever you went to college for as a degree, and you come out and you work for Enterprise Rental Cars, or you work in McDonald's, or you work the first job that hires you. So you settle for jobs. A lot of you settle for everything else, but for some reason, it doesn't make sense for you to find the right partner and build together. Instead, you have this perception, and again, I'm not trying to make 𝐥𝐤𝐬 an example here, but a lot of you guys have an example like what 𝐥𝐤𝐬 wants. And what you want from the man is you want the man to be a Superman. You want the man to fly with a red cape and have a big S on his chest. You want him to fix everything around the house. You want him to do the yard work. You want him to make $1 million, and you want him to screw your brains out. But for some weird reason, when I say, what is it that you can do for the man? Most of you say, well, why do I have to do something for him? You want someone to do everything else for you, but you're not willing to do anything else for anybody. So there are two choices in this case. I know a lot of women in their 50s and 60s. I see them on Facebook. They always complain about love, or how they're going to find a relationship, or how they have horrible dates. I have good news for you. It's going to get cold, and you're going to continue to be miserable and lonely. And if you don't want to be miserable and lonely, and you don't want to be cold, and you want to find a partner, then maybe it's time for you to go back, look through your checklist, and change up what you consider your standard, because your standard is not really a standard. So enough of my rant. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel for more content. Follow us on IG at NoMoney NoHoney Dating. Check us out on Facebook at NoMoney NoHoney. And most importantly, hit the like button, subscribe, and I want to hear what you guys think. Peace.